And welcome back to another episode of Lions Fan Report. You're here with Sky and Tori as usual.
Hi, hi.
Special fucking guest today. This is my boy, long time in, day fucking one, bro. Huge fucking Lions fans. Goes to a lot of the by season ticket games with me, so he's there in the mix. My boy Pierce. Welcome,
Hey, how
Pierce.
you doing?
Welcome, bro.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
So this the Lions, I mean, there really hasn't been much news going on lately as of the last couple weeks, I would say, outside of a couple weird things. Uh the one first thing I want to jump into to talk about really is it's not really about the Lions. Great, thankfully, this motherfucker is not on the team anymore after talking shit. And now this is going on. We don't know what's going on exactly yet, but we know he's in the news for some bullshit. So our main man, Isaiah Bugs, is in the news. I'm going to pop that graphic open, Tori, real quick so everybody can see what the hell I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Wrong
one.
Yeah, he was in some news for facing 2 misdemeanor warrants issued Tuscaloosa police for a second degree cruelty to dogs. Bugs is accused of leaving 2 dogs locked in his property with no access to food and water. Not that big of a deal, but if this is true, come on, bro.
That's
on,
terrible.
Bro. Like this is something that realistically should never happen, and something that we don't want to talk about, but we kind of have to. So, Pierce, what's your thoughts if this is something that is coming about from our man Isaiah?
Well, I mean, as a dog lover like yourself,
Yep.
I think it's fucked up.
How many you got?
I got 2.
I got 4, so fuck.
So, I've grown up with dogs my whole life. And so, I mean, when you take care of dogs, they're essentially your kids, man. So, as a dog lover, hearing that sucks. Hopefully they're okay. I haven't heard how the dogs are at this point, but hopefully the dogs are okay. And it's definitely messed up that he let it get to that point. And hopefully going forward, if they're still his or whatever, he understands what was wrong and he doesn't do it again. But as a former Lion, Super Bowl winner, as you got the picture up there with him with the trophy.
Not doing shit though. Go ahead.
That's a whole other thing of it. I mean, is he gonna play anymore any damn way? Probably not. I mean, dude is already barely able to stay on the practice squad. But outside of that, just as a dog lover, it definitely hurt. It sucks seeing something like that happen.
Especially from a guy that was on our team, it's like, come on. Like,
yeah.
we get all this random shit, like the Cam Sutton shit. Now this, like, it's like, I get it. Like, are as the Lions like weeding out some of these weirdos? Like, that's like almost makes it like.
And maybe that could be part of it. Maybe, like you said, maybe the just not necessarily directly from this, but I mean, maybe the front office saw some weirdness in the guy, and this is just kind of another little tip in the hat, like, hey, good job, Brad Holmes, letting the guy go.
No, agreed, because we know more than anybody. Just because the people that we talk to and the people that we know around the NFL, Pierce, that there's favoritism, and there is people that think there is favoritism in some situations that's not truly there, and it's more than meets the eye.
No doubt.
Optimus Prime. So this might be one of those scenarios, So hopefully this works out for the best for the dogs. Number 1, 2, for Bugs to get his shit together, and 3, for him never coming back to the Lions if this is the shit we're gonna get. Because I don't want nothing to fucking do with any of this.
No shit.
Absolutely not. I've also heard from other reports on Twitter that this is from a house that he moved out of, and he just left the dogs. So I don't know how accurate that is, and I would hope that's not true. But it was also reported that it was a abandoned house that he just moved from.
Even better.
How you just gonna leave your dogs, bro? Like
weirdo shit.
Yeah.
So, past the sad shit now. I want to talk about Goff now. I want to talk about his big payday real quick. We all know he got paid. Talked about it before. Got his paycheck. But the question now that I see a lot on Twitter, a lot of bullshit going around is, especially from what's his name that does the always forget his name. He does the cap for the entire league. He runs like a website, and he has I want to shout him out too. Over the Cap. That's what it is. Over the Cap. Yeah. Over the Cap. Now, he went in and did a little digging into Goff's contract and, you know, kind of put it out there what exactly was going on with it and what it's going to be. And what he said in his little, I guess, synopsis of what the fuck the contract and everything involved is that he doesn't completely understand why they did it the way they did. Now, he states in the statement that he hasn't seen the full contract details, that, hey, there may be some things with void years that we don't understand and how they're pushing the contract around and all these different things, which is, I hope, is true. But my main thing about it is that his main thing about the whole conversation in there was the pressure that was then going to be on Goff and the expectations that the fans and everybody else was going to have on Goff now that he has the big payday. If there wasn't already big ones, being the worst team in the NFL, trading your number one franchise quarterback, and going to an NFC Champions three years later, I really don't understand it. I understand that the cue of having more money out there being part of it, but the pressure? Goff's had pressure since he's fucking been here from day one.
Yeah.
The moment he walked in the fucking building, it was pressure. The moment he stepped on the plane to get to Detroit, it was pressure. So from the fan standpoint, we've been on his fucking ass since day one, and he's proven us wrong. So why? I'm not going to have any more pressure on than he already has in my eyes. I think I'm going to look at it the same fucking way. You got to get paid. If you're doing good, you got to get paid. That's the way the NFL works. You do good, you get paid. That's how it works. One after the other. So with that being said, I'm looking at him the same way, going, I better see the same shit now that you're getting fucking paid. I better see the minimal mistakes that you've been doing. I better see non-injured Goff. Obviously, you can't control that, but he's pretty fucking healthy. And I want to see the Lions still continue to build around him like they have been. If any of those change, then there's a problem, but I don't think there is. What's your guys' thoughts?
I don't think there's going to be any difference in how he plays just because he got paid. If anything, he even said in his interview that it motivates him to be better. Mm-hmm. And they've done nothing but give him, like you said, Ferrari, the offense, the options that he needs as a what did they call it? Anyways, like non-moving quarterback, whatever.
Oh, non-mobile.
That's the word. I couldn't think of it. But yeah. And he has everything he needs game manager. But he's got what he needs to succeed, and he's shown that he can and that he will. And I think this is just going to be a little more fire under his ass to do better.
My thing about it is that Cam Newton himself even came out, and we did this on What Up Though on Friday. Even came out and said, "Hey, listen, he is a game manager, but he's a good game manager." Like, you wouldn't say Peyton Manning's a fucking game changer. You'd say he's a game manager. He's a game manager. That's just what he does. He manages the fucking game. That's what it is. He don't have fucking legs. He's not going to do hoop-de-hoop. He's not going to add you up the sideline. He's not going to do nothing special. He's going to drop back in the pocket. He's going to throw the ball around. So, I don't get it. The numbers are there. The wins are there. The players rally around the motherfucker.
They love him.
Brad Holmes loves him. We all trust that. So, what the fuck is the big deal? Tell me more, because I don't get it.
So, I mean, now calling Peyton Manning a game manager is quite the statement. And
I think Tom Brady's a game manager too, though.
All right, calm down. But
That's the type of quarterback he is.
we can get into that at a different time. Apparently, you have to have legs to not be a game manager.
That's what it is. That's what this seems like. Every quarterback that they Pierce. The reason I say that is because what is the one fucking attribute that every non-game manager has? Mobility.
That's not every one of them, though.
In a lot of these guys' eyes, that's what makes it.
Some people, for sure, no doubt. But it's just, let's calm down on calling Tua the best of all time.
I agree with you. They're the best of all time.
So,
I agree.
So let's calm down on that. But I mean, like you kind of alluded to with even Cam Newton calling him game manager. Like, there's nothing wrong with being an elite game manager because that's exactly what he is. He is somebody that's going to protect the ball. He's going to take his shots where he sees the availability of it.
Yep.
And he's going to do well more often than he's going to do negatively.
Exactly.
You know, and like you said, it's backing up a little bit, one of my favorite things from that podcast that you're referring to with Cam Newton, I've heard him refer to it a few times. Jared Goff was, he was sent to the Wolves, and he came back leading the pack. You know what I mean? Like that's
to die.
It's such a sick statement. You know what I mean? Like everybody thought all right, he's going to Detroit. His career's done. We're never going to hear from Jared Goff again. And so talk about pressure immediately. He immediately had pressure. But even before that, in the Rams, his first year as a Ram, he's the first overall pick. They do horribly with Jeff Fisher, and then nothing but pressure. Even before that, he's in Cal, a place that hadn't really done much as far as in the NCAA, and then he still ends up coming out of that as the number 1 overall draft pick in the NFL.
Facts.
Like we're talking about a dude that is every level he goes in, he wins. He comes out the other side a winner. You know what I mean? So, I as far as pressure, there's zero more pressure for this man. If anything, the more pressure falls on Brad Holmes now because he's going to have to try to find a way to do a little bit more with a little bit less money. But as the cap keeps going up, if we would have waited to sign him even longer, he would have been more expensive. We know how that goes. The sooner you get it done, the better it is overall. And like you said, if you're good, you're going to get paid, whether it's by us or by somebody else. And if you're not 100% sure about the guy sitting behind him and Hooker, then you gotta pay. You gotta pay him unless you don't want to go back to the NFC Championship game or beyond.
Yep. And what's even crazier too is you made a statement in there that it's on Brad and Dan and everything like that. To me, that is completely correct in every single way, and this is the reason why. Okay, this starts Brad and Dan's clock. Brad and Dan's clock in Detroit has finally started. Because why? They paid a fucking quarterback. That's the same as drafting a number 1 quarterback in the first fucking 10 picks. It's the same damn thing. Because the value is the same fucking thing. So if Goff fucks up and this goes downhill, it's Brad and Dan's next.
Yeah.
So your clock has now started. Good luck to you with that. And I think they're going to do well with it. I don't think Goff's going to let us down on it. I really don't think so because the failure is not in not getting to an NFC Championship game. You know what I'm saying? It's not winning a Super Bowl. It's continuous success that is making the playoffs all the time and being in the mix. That's success. So if he continues that shit and then adds a Super Bowl to it, come on now.
I mean, two seasons in a row, top 5 offense. Going to the NFC Championship, we have nothing to worry about on our offense. As long as we don't lose all of our offensive line and half our playmakers, we're gonna have a good offense. Top 15 at the absolute worst.
And that's with 5 people going down.
Exactly, and Ben Johnson leaving next year. You know what I mean? Like our offense is fine. We have to, and I mean, we have to do something defensively. We have to all these moves we're making defensively every single season. We got to see more from it. So we'll see.
Yep. No, I don't disagree. I mean, I completely agree. Tori, you got anything to add before we move on to the next little seggy?
For the people who didn't want to pay Goff this year, who I just don't understand who they wanted.
That's the funniest question of all of them. To be honest with you. That's the funniest question. They're going to say Hendon Hooker. And I'm going to tell them, I'm gonna tell them the same thing I tell everybody else. They're gonna be like, "Oh, Brock Purdy, look at how." You didn't know Brock Purdy was fucking Brock Purdy until he was fucking a game in, dude. So you're gonna take a chance on blowing an entire fucking year on Hendon Hooker being ass, or paying the guy that took you to an NFC Championship game?
Pay him.
Solve that fucking riddle for me, and I'll meet you at the end of the equation.
And if
I bet Goff's at the end of it.
They've seen what Hooker's doing in practice.
100%.
And I understand there's politics like we got into last Friday night, but if they're gonna play Hooker and not pay Goff, if Hooker is him, like all these people want on the Hooker train, like they're gonna pay.
Really
They're not gonna pay him. Like he's gonna play. We would have seen him in the regular season a little more.
He will get Drew Bledsoe. If Goff goes down for a game and Hendon Hooker goes out there and fucking throws for 350, 3 touchdowns and fucking 35 for 45, you know what I'm saying, and beats a decent team, there's going to be some hell of fucking questions that next week.
That's going to happen irregardless at this point. With paying Goff, Dan Campbell and company have shown if you're somebody that your spot, you got that spot.
Mm-hmm.
So in reality, if that happens, yeah, that's going to be questions irregardless, you know. So
that's just the way it works, though. I agree with 100%. You guys.
Yeah.
I agree with you all. The next thing I want to jump into, which is probably going to take our longest little segment here, because we're probably going to dive into each team a little bit. I want to go through our schedule a little bit. Me, Tori, and Pierce just want to talk through the schedule, talk a little bit about everybody, just kind of discuss it with you guys. You guys on any comments, throw them in there. I do want to say this real quick before we jump into this. Make sure you guys go in and hit the like, subscribe buttons, man. Trying to grow this Detroit Fan Report up. We appreciate the love on the Lions Fan Report page. We appreciate that. Keep that growing. Keep that up, y'all. Y'all are fucking killing it on that motherfucker. But like I said, we also want to build up that Detroit Fans Report page and YouTube just so we can get all sports under you guys' belts. And we can, give you guys the best content out of all of it. So if you guys could like, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff on our YouTube, we really appreciate you guys. All right, back to business. Now, fucking week 1. What do you know?
Again.
Here, you took the words out of my mouth, Tori. Here we go again with more bullshit from the NFL.
Let's do it.
I'm down. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. Pierce gonna be there. We'll be there. Tori will be there. Watching Jared Goff have a great game against the Rams again. That's it. It's gonna be worse though this time around, because they don't have a big piece of that defense anymore. So we don't have to, mitigate a lot of help to that one guy anymore.
They did
allocated correctly.
they did make some moves up front in that area though. So we can't let it be something that we forget about altogether. But yeah, I mean, when you don't have a Hall of Famer staring down your face, that's yeah.
Yeah, that game is. I think that's going to be a great game to watch. It's going to be it's going to be close, just like the last one. But I think we're going to beat them more by like 10 points this time, just because I don't think that defense is going to be what it was last year. Even though it wasn't that good, it was still decent enough. That's the real thing, especially with AD on there. You can never count that defensive line out with that motherfucker on there. So
I cannot wait to see our new DBs against this receiver room.
Yep, it'll prove a lot, Pierce. First week, it'll show us what these motherfuckers are about.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better challenge. You got Stafford, who is going to sling it every damn where. And then all them people to throw to. Oh, it's talk about a test. I cannot wait to see how we stack up. We got a whole offseason, all these OTAs, mini camps, everything to prepare. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what Aaron Glenn steps up with. What are we gonna figure out?
Yeah, and my thing with Aaron Glenn is that like his clock started last year.
Oh,
damn, if he fucks this year up, We gotta go. He's gotta go. So with that being said, come on, Rams, bring it. Puka Nacua and fucking Cooper Kupp. Good luck.
It could flip his career trajectory. You know, as a coach. You know, you're talking about all this pressure. You know, being on the coaching staff and everything. You know, if he can show that he turned the Lions defense that has been so crappy for so long into something respectable, and we go back to, you know, NFC Championship or whatever, playoffs, make a run again, you're talking about it could make him a head coaching candidate again, you know, whereas on the other side, but on the other side, like you said, you know, that clock's ticking, man. If we still look bad again with a whole new team of people, I mean, it sounds like it might be time to, like you said, maybe time to make a replacement there. But we'll see. I'm hoping. Obviously, we're all hoping for the best there. But 100%. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, definitely. And does this game, being our opening game, shock anybody? It was either this, 49ers, or Dallas.
49ers would have been really cool.
Storyline's crazy.
I mean, dude, we already knew we were going to get hard schedule after going to the NFC Championship game last year, but fuck, like this like there's some low key games in the middle of this, which we'll get to, that are just, to me, that are just so trappy that it's just what the fuck. Yeah. Oh, real quick. Oh, Eric, love the conversation about Goff and Hooker. I'm not a Lions fan, but always been a golf fan since. Hell yeah, agreed. We never want anybody to fail for no reason, especially getting fucking shipped aside to die as a Detroit Lion. So fuck them, right? Fuck the Rams. We're gonna win that game. I say we're gonna say that early week 1. Fuck them.
San Fran week 1 would have been crazy.
All right, week 2, the Bucks versus the Bucks at home. Back-to-back home games.
Reverse playoffs. I'm not worried about playing the Bucks again, especially at home. We did really well with them, I believe, from last season, and at home, this is going to be a win.
Yeah, my biggest thing with the Bucks in this, and tell me if I'm like ludicrous with this, but like, if their D line is decent, it'll be a good game. If they're not decent, like if our offense is protecting very well throughout that entire game, we're gonna fuck them up. Like, just because the way that they scored on us last year. Look, you know what I'm saying? Look at the way it was.
Yeah.
We upgraded the room that was the biggest shithole in the world. Like, teams should not be able to do anything like they did last year against us. Exactly. Well, they're cornerback 2 technically.
The best man coverage guy.
Right. Exactly.
They don't run a lot of man though.
Right. Exactly. They're a zone heavy team, and that's what we looked at too, because that's what popped up as those clips, as you said, that Pierce, remember, on Twitter and shit, that of Carlton Davis's one-on-ones when he did get one-on-ones in as a Buck, and a lot of those were looking pretty fucking good against a lot of number 1 wide receivers. Like, everybody's gonna get got. I mean, that's the job of a cornerback. Just don't get got a lot.
Yeah.
So
everybody's gonna get burnt a time or two. Just limit how much it happens. Because like when we play week 7 at Minnesota, Justin Jefferson, he's gonna get his. Just limit it.
Which we have. We limited that shit with fucking dickhead that got I'm forgetting his name right now. Fucking Jeff Okuda and my homie Tracy. So like like, I'm not worried about that. You know what I'm saying? We got another guy that can lock down the other side of the fucking field now. And, we can bracket somebody. The only problem with the Vikings is we're not going to be able to do that because they have Addison now. And they have fucking Hawkinson. And they have, they have a couple different weapons that are decent. So
they got a good offense. But, they also, who's throwing the football this year?
AJ May fucking McCarty.
So I mean, we'll talk about them when we get to them. But
Yeah.
it's
What do you got to say about the Bucks, dog?
Ain't nobody's worried about the Vikings right now. The Bucks, I don't trust Baker Mayfield. I'll tell you that right now. I know he had a phenomenal year. Hey, great job last year. Has he been able to put together any long stretch of good, actual good football? No, he hasn't. Is that offensive line kind of a little patchwork offensive line? Yes, it is. Who's running the football? I mean, they got a couple good running backs, but they're not. Nobody's like they don't even have half of what we got. You know what I mean?
He did have a nice year last year, though, bro.
He did, and I get that, but it's still Baker Mayfield. So. At the end of the day, in my eyes, I don't trust Baker Mayfield. I think we win that game just as easily as the last two. And don't get me wrong. Yes, it was a tougher game in the playoffs. But
didn't White have 1,000 yards too?
I don't know if he ended up tipping 1,000 or not, but I just their team is good. I think they're on the come up. They make some good things. They got really good coaching. I do think I really like their coaching staff.
He got 990.
Yeah,
he got 990. Oh,
it was close. But ain't nobody got him in the top of their running back rankings. You know what I mean? He's very clearly in that like third or fourth.
He won me that fantasy championship last year, Dougie.
Yeah, well, that happens. I don't know if that's because of him.
No, probably not really, but yeah.
I mean, he was there, but come on now. But no, I mean, hey, they're good. They're good, and it's gonna be a good game yet again. That's the biggest thing that we have to consider with all this is our essentially third year after turning it around. The 2 years ago, obviously, was more like a half a year where we played really well. Last year, pretty much the entire season, we played really well. Can we do it 3 years in a row? That's obviously remains to be seen. But nobody's going to be surprised by us. Nobody's going to come around the corner and be like, "Oh, smack! There's the Lions get smacked in the face by us."
Right.
They're coming preparing for the Lions, knowing that we got a top 5 offense 2 years in a row. They're going to know where we've been weak, and they're going to know that we've done a lot of things to replace or to fix that. So we'll see, but I'm interested. It should be a good game. I think that because I don't trust Baker, though, and their receivers ain't getting younger. They got a bunch of older guys on that team as far as on the outside. Maybe I'd say by 10 at least on that game.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a dub in that game too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be. Yeah, exactly. We didn't get worse. We got better too. That's the main thing about this offseason is people are gonna say, "Well, teams got better." Motherfucker, we just made an NFC Championship. We got better. 100%. We got a hell of a lot better. What the fuck?
100%.
Like you can't even compare the last year's teams. Because look at our cornerback room, dog shit.
The whole thing.
2 years from now, half the Lions fans will not even be able to tell me who our third string cornerback was last year. It's going to be another one of those Tyrell Williams situations.
Can we tell who the third string cornerback was? They were rotating that thing every other game.
Yeah, I could tell you it. I could tell you who it was, but
you're not
going to like it. You're going to be pissed off. It's going to make you angry, you know. But
you're gonna say, who?
Yeah, exactly. Arizona. That's the next one. This one might be weird to me. This is one of those trappy games.
This is definitely a potential trap game.
In Arizona, I don't like it.
You start focusing on looking at the Seahawks, who we've had a lot of trouble beating over the years, and forget we got a pretty damn good guy that can throw the football around. Very young team. Definitely trap worthy. Should we lose? No. Could we lose? Obviously, any given Sunday, but we gotta take it a game at a time, and that's the one thing we gotta give credit to Dan Campbell and squad over the years. They have shown that they don't take a lot of people lightly. They try to stay ready, so they don't gotta get ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say they're game to game.
Yeah.
Like I would say that they're the way his speeches go. Like they're very. This is the week. We're gonna focus on this. All that shit.
100%.
So I love that about Dan. I know Tori loves that about Dan. She's a super Dan Campbell fan. So
Very much so. I think as long as they keep their heads straight for this, that they will go in. I do see this being kind of trappy, but as long as their heads are straight for this game, I don't see us losing this either.
I say we beat them by 3 in Arizona.
That close?
Yep.
What do you think? What do you think Vegas has this one at already?
7 or 6.
Plus 6. I figure like 6.5.
Yeah, something stupid like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna just tank it too. Vegas gonna make money off this shit.
Yeah.
Good, 100%.
So we all have us winning this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And then this is the one. I told you, Tori, that I think that we win this game, but man,
this terrifies me.
I just still don't see us beating fucking Seattle for some reason. I'm taking this as our first L. We're going 3-1 week 4.
I think we will finally get over this stupid Seattle hump. But out of like maybe one other team, this game terrifies me. Nonetheless, there's no Pete Carroll. But it's just when we play the Seahawks, we just don't play well. They have our number for God knows whatever reason. And yes, he's not their coach, but he still works for that organization. You're stupid to think he's not going to go tell their coach, hey, this is this.
No, I agree. This is just we just cannot beat fucking Seattle, dude. Like we cannot beat Seattle. Oh, what I think he meant by that, Jeremy. Sorry, our sidetrack here. He meant to resign. He wants him to be resigned. He wants to resign Tracy Walker, which I think we should resign Tracy Walker too, because our fucking room needs help. But that's just me. But they're not going to. So love you, Tracy, but this sucks. Anyway, Seattle. Yeah, we're not. I just don't see us getting over the hump. I don't know why. I don't fucking know
why. I would love to win this. It's at home. We know we're gonna play well at home.
Yeah.
I kind of looking into this to start, when I first saw the schedule release and everything, I kind of had us going around 3-1 going into the bye week, and so it wouldn't surprise me if this is where the loss comes.
Mm-hmm.
I do think we should win, and I do think a big piece of it is because Pete Carroll is no longer the main guy on the sideline. But I
still in their office though.
Yeah,
I do think it wouldn't surprise me if he decides to come running out that tunnel at halftime. Like I got you guys, some movie type shit. But I do think we should win this game yet again. I will say that yet again. I still also don't believe fully in Geno Smith either. It just too many things over the years have scorned me with him, and who knows. But I do think we should win, but I would say this would be my first L as well, just because I had me going us going 3-1 into the bye.
Yep. So, and to Jeremy, to your comment, brother, I know Pete Carroll is not there. He's in the front office still, so not much is changing. New OC, new DC. Yeah, I get that, bro, but it's just a mentality of they haven't fucking lost to us in this, and I'm so long that it's just, man. I bet he is. Do you see what Sam Howell did last year? Yeah, he's probably gonna start over him.
The one thing we got to talk about a little bit too is Jared Goff. Before getting traded to the Lions, he was known as the Seahawk killer on the Rams. Like they brought him in with a hurt thumb in that playoff game right before we got him, and he still beat him. So who knows? Maybe Goff still got a little bit of that in him, and it'd be nice to see it because like I said, turning that around against him will be really cool. But you never know. You know what I mean?
This is Seattle, bro. I agree. I wish we could get over. I wish we go with 4-0 into the damn bye.
The best piece of it is we're at home.
I would take a loss to the Bucs at home for us to beat Seattle's ass finally. Straight up, I would take a loss at Arizona for us to go into Seattle and beat the piss out of them. I literally would. I don't care who lost it. It could have been. There's lots of things that lost it, dude. There's a pick 6 from fucking Goff in there too, bud. Don't forget about that. There's a bunch of shit when it happens to Seattle. So I just don't. I don't like it. I don't like it. The bye week. We're gonna have a good bye week. We're gonna be chilling like a villain, getting ready for Dallas. Dallas. I think we're fucking gonna go in there like a fucking raging bull, dude. Cause
punch them in the teeth.
Facts.
Take their
Because after what happened last year, holy fuck you. Holy fuck you. But here's the thing, though. We can still get fucked by Jerry World. Like, going into Jerry World, everybody listening, going into Jerry World. Okay, I want this to be very fucking clear. Going in Jerry World, we're bent over a barrel, lubed up, ready to go. Just know. Because at any point in time, exactly. At any point in time, Jerry's gonna pick up the phone. Hey, Jay, hey, what the fuck's going on down there, guys?
Check your bank account.
Yeah.
He's
Check your cash app.
The beat-ups button, the sprinkler's gonna turn on when Gibbs running in the end zone or something.
No, and that's what kind of comedy it gets at this point. So it's Dallas to me is just it's a shot in the dark. I do think we beat them though. I do think we go in there, like I said, a bat out of hell, and we win this game at Dallas with a struggling Dak Prescott.
I agree. The only thing I like about this week 5 bye is that it's right before Dallas. Because I want these guys ready to go in and just fuck Dallas up. And I hope they do some bullshit trickery. I really hope they do, just to reminisce on it. And they're petty, they would do it.
I need them to go in with Taylor Decker as the running back on some sort of goal line formation, and come out and run it down their throats.
That'd be so fun.
The one guy.
It'd be hilarious. It'd be absolutely fucking hilarious. That would be the ice, the cherry on the fucking pie right there, or cake, or however you would like to fucking eat it. Like, fuck you, Dallas. Going into week fucking 7 against the Vikings and being fucking 5-1.
I agree. I think we come out, we punch them in the mouth, we run it down their throat over and over and over and over until they can't breathe, and we hopefully seal that game pretty easily. And like you said, Tori, with some sort of crazy trick play, and yeah.
I need a J-Mo double reverse, dude. Pass.
Triple reverse to Taylor Decker. I gotta have Taylor Decker involved. At this point, he's gotta be involved.
Yeah, there needs to be a counter to Taylor Decker running the ball on the goal line.
He needs to go up and smack the ref in the face and say, "I am checking in," and yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. Just run a counter, right? Have him in the swing tackle position, and then just play fake, and then counter, just inside counter to fucking, or inside, you know what I'm saying?
Something, dude.
Boom. Get him going. I don't give a fuck. But that shit, yeah. So we're beating Dallas. I don't give a fuck after what happened last year. I think everybody that's listening would agree with that. Now the Vikings at the Vikings. Now these guys know. Everybody listening doesn't know how much I think JJ McCarthy is not going to be a good NFL quarterback. Okay, so in the week 7, all you Vikings fans better be praying to the Viking God himself with their little fucking skull drums, fucking pounding the fuck away, that Justin Jefferson goes for fucking 300 yards. Because that's the only fucking way you're gonna beat us.
I'll tell you right now. If JJ McCarthy is starting that football game, we win easily. If it's Darnold, I don't know. This could be another trappy type game. It's at Vikings, right?
Yeah, I completely disagree with that. I think this is our first fucking blowout. I think we go in there and bust their fucking ass.
I do hope so. but I do think, in my opinion, that it falls on who is throwing the ball for them, and are we riding on a giant high after destroying the Dallas Cowboys? You know, this is another one of those trappy ones for me. As long as it is not JJ McCarthy, I don't think JJ McCarthy is going to be ready by week 7. He might show some flashes. Who knows? Maybe they throw him in for packages. But if they're smart, he's sitting for at least the season. And yeah, it's Darnold. I think has a better chance. I mean, I don't remember exactly how he did against us when he was a rookie his first year. I know that they destroyed us after, we pick sixed him to start the game back when he was a Jet as a rookie.
Sure,
but
we lost that game, Pierce.
We definitely lost. We got destroyed, and because Stafford got
up.
picked like 4 times. But I don't remember exactly what his stats were or how he's done against us historically. But I do have more confidence in him throwing the ball than I do JJ at this moment in time, at least. And they have a really good offense, like we talked about. They got Hawk. They got Addison. They got obviously, I mean, you're talking about one of the best, if not the best receiver in the league. Top 2, top 3 at worst.
Agreed, Jeremy.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, I honestly wanted Stafford fucking gone that game too. Sidetrack, the Jets game that we got blew out by. I wanted fucking Stafford to sit on the fucking bench that game. That man literally stared at the fucking linebacker, was like, "Hey, you want to pick? Got you."
That was bad.
Pick 6, like the deadest stare in the face pick I've ever seen in my life came from Matthew Stafford to the Jets linebacker. I've never seen a cleaner straight throw to a fucking linebacker in my entire life of watching football. I'm 34. That's it.
Yeah,
Jeremy, I get there with 4 picks, but the one that he threw
right to the linebacker
is insane.
It was a Texas route, if I remember correctly, and he just read that or a slant, and he read it horribly wrong.
I've never seen some shit like that before until then.
Yeah, he wasn't even disguised. That's the worst part. He just threw it right.
Just standing there. Just didn't even. Just a little hook to curl. Little 4-yard hook curl standing there. Read. Oh, ball. What the fuck did I just see from my quarterback?
That was bad.
Yeah. Anyway, see, like I said, sidetrack, it gets me pissed off every time thinking about that Jets game. That Jets game is fucking wild to me.
It's embedded in your brain.
Dude, we were all going into that season on topic. Guys, you guys know this. Everybody listening knows this. We were going to that season, dick's fucking hard, ready to go. And then we get fucking popped by these motherfuckers like that? Oh, my God, bro. What the fuck were we doing?
Yeah. That was bad.
Oh
Bad day at the fucking job, dude. So, all right. Fuck the Vikings. Back to that. Titans. This is where I think things start to get like in this next stretch of like 8 games where things get a little choppy for me.
Yeah.
I think we beat the Titans. I don't think we lose to the Titans at home this year at all. I don't think that's a problem. I think this is going to be a good game. I think we're going to good game or not. I think we're going to beat them by 10. But it's going to be a good game. It's going to be us getting, an extra field goal at the end of the game to make it a 10-point game where they got to drive and then onside it and all that bullshit to make us win. That's what I think. They're in the same situation that Jeremy mentioned on here about the Seahawks. So they're in the same situation. Except for they have a 2-year quarterback that we still don't know what the fuck he is. He drinks mayonnaise in his coffee. There's all types of things to talk about. Yeah, he's a dirty motherfucker. He's a dirty motherfucker.
Just had a little leak happen recently.
His 30-second leak.
Yeah, dude, come on, bro. Yeah, what's going on here? What's going on here, dude? Oh. Anyways, whatever the Titans got going on, I don't give a fuck.
They're going to play hard.
They always do.
They're going to play hard.
They always play hard. Pun not intended.
Yep. Yeah, no Will Levis is here.
God. Yeah, this is a game I'm honestly not too worried about. It's going to still be a good game because they are going to play very hard, but I still have us coming out on top. It's at home. I'm really not too worried.
Like, who is their running back?
They got Pollard.
Oh, Tony Pollard. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Nobody's worried about Titans right now. Their defense is going to be good, though. They will have a good defense, but are they going to be able to score more than – my guess is if they have more than, I'd say, somewhere around 17, 18 points a game, I'd be surprised. And I think it would surprise a lot of people if they did. So, again, as a team that we're going to come out and we're going to probably put 25 plus on every team, it's I don't think it's going to be much of a struggle on this game.
Yeah. I just think it's going to be one of those slow-paced running games for us, where we're gonna beat them like 28 to fucking 12 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some weird shit like that. Like I just don't see like Titans to me. They're a top 5 pick next year. So
this is one of those Ben Johnson trying random shit out type games.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So now going into Green Bay, I'll let you guys go first on this. What is your thoughts on this?
This is where I think
up.
I get our first loss.
I agree.
For me, first loss because I still have us undefeated.
Okay.
But this is our first loss for me. This is a little bit later in the season. We can play outside. That's not an issue. But I don't know. Yeah. I see this going very 50-50 being at Green Bay. We did it the last 2 years now. We ended their playoff run 2 years ago at Green Bay. Last year we went in, we won. But I don't know. This is very, very 50-50 for me.
Pierce, what you got to say about this real quick, too? Miss 50-50 over here. No elaboration on the 50-50, but hey, we're 50. I'm just kidding.
So I had us at loss against the Seahawks. I do think I put us as a loss against the Vikings just because I think this is another easy win because I think the Packers are a little overrated. Everybody thinks that Jordan Love is the next freaking Peyton Manning or something, and I don't think I've seen enough of that yet. I think they have a bunch of really good receivers, but I think they're all tier 2, if not tier 3. I don't know. They do have a good defense. I think it will matter on how healthy both teams are, but I do think we win this game pretty easily.
See, all right. So here's where I differ with you guys, except for I guess I get differ with you, Pierce, because to me, I mean, it really just depends on how healthy our O-line is at this point. Green Bay has, with Rashawn Gary come out and doing what he did last year against us and all that kind of stuff, and then putting us in a predicament that we were in last year in the Green Bay game. I mean, it's super tough. Like Jordan Love could come out swinging. They have good wide receivers. We did upgrade at corner, so we're going to be a lot better there. To me, I just think that at Green Bay, and there's August right there. This is September, like October, maybe beginning October. I don't know the actual date of that. So, dude, it's at Green Bay. I think this is where we get our second loss as well. And it's reality because I think it's Green Bay at home with Jordan Love slinging. That's the thing. And I haven't looked at Green Bay's schedule too much into it, but I think they're going to be a decent team going into next year. I think they're going to be our only competition for the North going into next year. People love Chicago, but I think Chicago's a couple of years away. Caleb Williams is not breaking the fucking passing record for the Chicago Bears this first year. So I think this is our loss. I think this is a loss here.
I'm hoping our new DBs step up, cover these guys who aren't that good. They're very young.
Jalen Reed is a fucking dog, bro.
They don't get me wrong. Watson is very, very good. You know, they've got.
I don't even fuck with him that much. Jaden Reed, bro. I fuck with Jaden Reed. Like that dude is gonna be a dog. I wish we would have drafted him in the fucking 4th round when he got our 3rd round where he got drafted. It would have been, dude. He was good as fuck at State.
I think the loss of Aaron Jones is going to be bigger than everybody thinks. I think Josh Jacobs and Dylan are essentially the same person. Jacobs has obviously been more proven over the time frame, but they're essentially the same exact running back. There's not exactly much of a lightning in the bottle there like Jones brought. I think without the threat out of the backfield, or at least as much of a threat out of the backfield, in a not that strong of an offensive line, that's why I think we win this game.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we'll see. Like I said, this is where it gets dicey for me, and obviously, let's just talks about it. That's why it's getting dicey. The Texans now. This is where this is not even a trap game. This is just going to be a good fucking game. Especially if Stroud is not in a fucking sophomore slump. Like, he's got his guys back. They upgraded a little bit. Again, what helps is everything we've seen so far, except for fucking one game, is in a dome so far. So again, Goff is going to play well in these games. I don't think the reason we lose any of these games is because of Jared. Not anywhere close. So, with that being said, I think this is like our first like shootout. Like this is the Chargers game last year, is what this is.
Yeah.
Whoever gets the possession last wins this game.
I completely agree. This is debatably the best game on our schedule outside of the 49ers, I think.
Yep.
This game is going to be so electric and fun. And all it's going to come down to is who has more of that like dog mentality in them. Because the second you one of our guys lets up for one play, they're going to take advantage of. Like, that's how close this game will be. Snap to snap, play to play. For both teams. They both have to execute everything perfectly, no mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever makes a mistake, they lose.
Yeah,
and I agree, it's going to come to who has the ball last.
Yeah, it's just a super interesting game to me. Pearson, doesn't this shit fucking like? I will be with popcorn ready for this motherfucker.
I hope we get to see like fireworks, just like you guys are talking about. I do think this is probably outside, at least this is our second biggest test outside of the DB room, outside of that first game against the Rams. I do think that I think Stroud is a phenomenal quarterback. I do think he's a little bit overhyped. But
he threw for 4,100 fucking yards and 23 touchdowns and 5 picks last year. What the fuck are you talking about? Overhyped.
He's playing.
I don't even like Ohio State. You know this. I fucking hate Ohio State.
He's playing the worst division in football.
He would have broke every Chicago fucking Bears record last year. He would have shattered them all.
100%. But he's also playing the worst division in football. But besides that,
it even makes it easier for him. He gets fucking easy practice every fucking twice a year. So 6 games a fucking year, he gets fucking backyard football. That's good. That makes him good, though. I'm just saying.
Hey, he's got all the swag in the world, dude. He's a phenomenal quarterback. I thought he was the best quarterback coming out last year, and he showed that at least the first year. Obviously, we'll see what happens with Young going forward, but I think we win it in a shootout as well, and I think it's going to come down to, as Tori said, I think it's going to come down to whoever has the ball last. I have a feeling that it will lay. There'll be some sort of 4th and 2 or some situation that Dan decides this is where we lay all of our chips out on the field.
Don't mention a fucking field goal, you son of a bitch.
No, I mean, I'm not saying nothing about no field goal. It's going to come down to whatever that decision is, and I think he's going to make the right decision.
Yeah, that's what I want to fucking hear.
I think we win. I think this is the game we win. I think I think we're sitting pretty right now, with only 2 losses on my schedule at this point.
Same. I'm gonna chalk this up to a dub for us for now. We got the ball last. Jared's drove down, scored. We're just gonna go fucking for the Lions and drink the Kool-Aid today. Fuck it, right? Get a big glass today.
Wait, you're at 7-2?
Yeah, I am. Yeah,
not you. Okay, my bad. I had that wrong then.
Yeah, both of us are. Different games, but yes,
exactly. Thank you,
I
Tori,
have this as a win, but
shout out to Tori for our fucking tracker, the tracker of trackers.
Definitely a win in my opinion too, but very close. Like you said, this very well could be one of those 35-38 games, and it's just everybody's leaving everything out on the field type situation.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so versus the Jags now. I mean, I don't really got much to say about this. I fuck with Trevor. I like the Jags. I think they got a couple pieces missing. I think Zay Jones is going to be a big piece for them missing. I don't know why that dude just made plays for them last year. So good luck finding whatever is going to replace that shit. The Jags are falling apart to me.
Yeah.
They're in a situation where they peaked in my eyes, and they haven't done anything to try to set up that situation for Trevor much at all. I think this is another game where we go into Ford Field and we blast these motherfuckers. So that's my thing. So this is a 35-20 game. And it's not even close. We go up 14 instantly and then work it from there. That's my breakdown on the fucking Jags, because I honestly think they're dog shit. They're dog shit, dude. Trevor hasn't proven shit. I love the guy, but he hasn't proven shit. He's had a decent team. The last year's team was, and the team before that was probably some of the best teams he's gonna have at the Jags. Because how much longer is he gonna be a fucking Jag? How much longer is he gonna be a Jag? Tell me.
I think he's in a situation just like we've seen a lot of other quarterbacks, where the talent of the quarterback is there to be seen, but yes, I think the surrounding pieces just,
dude,
they're just not there, and I think it's an easy win as well. I do think that Trevor has a bounce back year. If you look at a lot of the advanced metrics with him, even having a down year, he was still pretty good overall, and I do think he's going to do pretty good again. But yeah, there's a couple things, like you said, Zay being gone, that's a big piece. That was kind of a security blanket when he was on the field. I know that they got, Chenault that he likes to really throw it to a lot. I don't even know if he's still there. I can't say I've watched a whole lot of things about the Jags lately, but I can say that I'm on the same page as you. I don't think that they've made enough improvements. I think that the Colts have made more improvements. The Texans are definitely there. They're going to probably finish third or fourth in their division. So
yeah, I agree. It's just poop.
Yeah.
Shaka Khan better get it together over there, brother, because he's gonna be fucking moving that team to fucking London soon, or fucking Germany or some shit, and he's not gonna. Trevor Lawrence is gonna be like, I'm going to the Tennessee Titans, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. So, that's such a bad situation. I don't know. That team's dog shit to me. If they come back and surprise me, and we go into that week and they're fucking 5 and whatever, and it's, come on. Okay, maybe, but fuck. All right, so the Colts now. My thing with the Colts is the Richardson situation. What happens with him? Because this, to me, at the Colts is a trap game when we play them if Richardson is doing decent and is healthy.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with them. If he comes out and he's doing what he can at full potential, and at this point he's about halfway through the season, he's going to be comfortable, and he has a lot of potential. So if he comes out and he does what he needs to do, I could see us losing this game.
I think. I mean, Skylar, we've talked a lot. We were both big fans of him coming out of college. I think when he's on the field, he's electric. He keeps them in the game. They have oh, am I?
Electric. No, you're good. No, you're good. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I think their defense is underrated a little bit, in my opinion. They've got really good pieces all around. If they can put it together offensively, I agree this could be a trap game. I do still have us winning this game, but definitely one to watch. I think Anthony Richardson could be somebody that comes out and has one of them really good second years as long as he stays healthy. If he can not Cam Newton himself and blow his shoulder out or something.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's to me, it just comes down to that team with Anthony, because you got to remember, you got Jonathan Taylor, you got Zach Moss, you got Michael Pittman on there. You got guys coming out of that team too, like Josh Downs. He's doing decent. Defensive wise, like you said, they got some good pieces. They got Zaire Franklin, they got Moore, they got Blackman, still got Buckner, still got Pay. They got some guys that are pretty damn decent. So depending on what they're doing, that is a huge trap game, and it's not, to me, it's not just because we're at the Colts. We're still playing inside. Like Jared is still going to do well in these fucking games. Like, yeah. I don't see Jared, and he's going to throw some picks throughout the season. It's going to fucking happen, everybody. That doesn't mean a bad game. When you throw a pick, that doesn't mean your bad game. You got to remember, Jared Goff, when he throws a pick, he usually drives down the fucking field next time he gets the ball and scores a touchdown. So
he'll make up for it.
That's like his little forte thing. Throw a pick, drive down, score a touchdown next. So I'm with it. I think.
And like this comment said, like, I know there's a lot of people going to this game.
Yeah, and it's right down the street. So
yeah,
it's going to be half Lions.
It's going to be another
very
field.
Well. No doubt.
We've been traveling very well. They've been making sure that. I'll tell you that. They got a lot of super fans going to these games.
I would love to go to this game.
I mean, it's there. We can definitely see what it is.
I feel like it's one of them games where it's probably not going to have that expensive of tickets, and it's not that far. I wouldn't mind making the trek on over there.
Yeah, me either. It would be a very easy situation to go to.
For sure.
Now, Chicago at home. What's your thoughts? Tori, you want to start this one?
Yeah, so this one's tricky. We did lose to them, but that was more we lost to Justin Fields, in my opinion, because we couldn't stop him. There was that one play where he literally just juked 3 of the guys. I don't know if you guys remember that. Pitiful. Awful. But I don't think Caleb Williams is him. I don't see it. I mean, I could be wrong and he could be the guy, but I don't see it. They did a lot for him. They got Odunze just this year too.
Yeah.
They've given him the weapons to be a very scary offense. Now is Caleb Williams going to go out and execute this offense?
See, everybody just fails to forget about this shit. Like, it's fucking Chicago, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason why they've gone through fucking 20 quarterbacks and they still have the same shit record when it comes to passing. Like, the same shit happens. Like, it is what it is. Good luck to Caleb, truly, but I don't think he's going to touch the Bears record until year 2 or 3. Like, it's not even, like, I think he throws for the Bears average of 3,500.
That's a high. That's not average.
I'm giving him a couple extra because it's Caleb and he has fucking good weapons. Okay, so I mean the Bears average is like literally like 2,900, bro. Like it like fucking 20 picks and I mean not 20 picks, 20 touchdowns, 15 touchdowns, and fucking 8 to 10 picks, if not more.
Yep.
So you had to give them a little bit because they did get the offense situated a little bit for the man.
They also got Swift.
I don't give a fuck about DeAndre. Like, dude. And that's another. Remember we talked about that the other night in the thing, and I told him just like I told him, man. Like, I don't like favoritism. Dude. DeAndre Swift with us. I appreciate the time well spent, brother. Like it was, you did well for us, but dude, that last little part there that you had with us, man, being hurt, like that did not do any justice for you, and they literally pushed you out with fucking the anime motherfucker, dude. Williams. Jamal, yeah, dude. And then he shit the bed, and now look where he's at. Fucking 1 touchdown. So I like what we got. I'm glad we moved on, and I'm glad we're here. But Chicago's offense is better. With that being said, they have some good fucking pieces over there now. The defense is not looking bad. They have a decent offensive line. I just don't think that they're just going to be all that in a bag of chips because it is Caleb Williams' rookie year. And it's going to, unless he's amazing, like it's not going to change a fucking thing. So
will he break any records for the Bears organization? That obviously you never really know. I don't think so. I do agree. I do think he's going to have one of the best 5 quarterback years of any quarterback that's ever played for that organization. But I think they're going to be very one-dimensional. I'm on you. I'm on the same page as you when it comes to Swift. I think their backups are also on the smaller side. They definitely need. Don't get me wrong. They're going to be able to throw the ball around. They have a lot of weapons. And I know you mentioned Odunze. He's going to be phenomenal, but he's also going to be a rookie working with another rookie. We'll see how that goes. But Keenan Allen, being on that team, if he stays healthy, he's still Keenan Allen. That man, you're talking about arguably the best route runner in the league. Top probably 3 or 4 as far as that's concerned at the Bears.
Healthy though.
When he's healthy, he's a dog.
Crazy,
so
he gets injured every other fucking game.
They're gonna throw it a lot, but I do think that we're gonna be able to snatch a couple. I think the big thing we gotta watch out for is Caleb Williams' running ability. I think a lot of people forget he's not a slouch when it comes to running the ball either. And so long as we're able to keep him in the pocket and force him to make reads, I think we'll be fine. I think we win this game as well.
You're my everything. Sorry, he said sexy red. I'm sorry. No, I agree with you, Pierce. I just don't think Keenan Allen is a great wide receiver. He's not going to stay fucking healthy though. It just is not his forte. He just can't.
He's also like 34 now or something.
Yeah, and he plays in Chicago instead of fucking LA. Like, there's a big difference, bro. He's going to get to October and he's going to be like, "What the fuck is this?"
On that hard ass field.
Yeah, bro. Like, dude, I can't wait
that big ass jacket.
I can't wait till it's fucking 30 degrees out and the winds are like 25 miles an hour in Soldier Field. And he's just like rendered totally fucking useless. And it's this DJ Moore versus the world.
I think DJ Moore is going to have a phenomenal year, though.
Oh, yeah. That was the best thing they did. And I still don't know how the Panthers got it. I still don't know how that happened. I still don't know how. I read the tweet that day and I was like, oh, damn, they gave him a lot. Looking through DJ Moore at the bottom. What the fuck? That was the best trade I've ever seen in my life when it comes to like just purely getting somebody to piss down their leg to make sure they get what they want. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whatever, Carolina, you're a bunch of morons. So, all right. So now versus Green Bay at home.
Thanksgiving.
Yes. Thanksgiving. Do we pop the bubble, Tori?
Yes, we are eating turkey. That was in one of the videos they posted. Even Kirby was like, "We are winning this game" when they did the little picture of the logos with the stick. This is the game I had us losing to them, and I think we come back, and I honestly think that we just kind of like nail them to the ground on this game. This is at home on Thanksgiving. The vibes are going to be, I mean, the vibes in Ford Field are immaculate in general, but Thanksgiving, like, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wild situation. Because if we do win and it's against Green Bay after they already beat us, like I think in the season, it's just gonna build even more onto what we're doing going into the next couple games. Because even though I said this is the scratchy area, which like we talked about, there was a couple games in there, a shootout, a blowout, a couple of fucking trap games. We thought, all these different things. But with what we got coming up after we play Green Bay, right? So we think we're gonna beat them, right? On Thanksgiving, do you give them a chance, Pierce? Or do you like what are we doing this year? Because we haven't won in 27 years or whatever. I'm just kidding, but like you get what I'm saying.
I mean, short week, obviously.
Or is this not Thanksgiving week? What week is Thanksgiving?
Oh no, it's Thanksgiving. It's a short
Yeah.
week. We're coming off of playing the Bears. On Sunday we play them on Thursday, so short week for us. I think this is where we start to notice the bye week affecting us a little bit, being so early in the season. I actually have us losing this game against the Packers, and I still don't. I think it's going to be really tight. It's not like they're going to blow us out or anything crazy like that. I just think that injuries might start piling up at this point, or something crazy, and some weird thing happens. I do have us losing this game, but that along with getting ready for the Bills game, I think that this could be something that gets overlooked, even though it is Thanksgiving, and I know we try to come ready for those whenever possible, but
we play Chicago. It's the he was right.
Is this?
Oh shit!
It's the week after. We're good.
My bad.
Oh well, that changes a little bit, but I still think we lose this game. I'm not gonna lie. I do think we lose this game. I think we're gonna go 50-50 against the Packers, and
that's what it was. It's an Amazon game, Jeremy. Thank you. That's what the significance of this fucking game was.
I knew there was something to it.
Fucking right. Amazon game, dude. Jesus.
So, I got us losing it, but I don't think it's not gonna be like a blowout or anything like that. And hopefully we just get one bad game in the middle, and then we get healthy to end the stretch of the season. But
here, I got a question for you. Why in the fuck do you have us losing this game though? Like besides what you just said, like is it literally like do you think Goff's gonna have a bad game? Like do you like I just don't see it at home this time. Even though,
it's hard to beat your division rivals twice. And we've done it a few times. Not necessarily, this I don't think we did it last year, did we? I don't remember if we beat them both times or if we lost one. No. We lost one, didn't we? Yes. But it's hard to do it twice, and it's just the truth. And I think we split. We beat them at their place. They beat us at ours. And I don't really have. I'm not going to say it's anybody's fault. I think it's going to be a good game, and maybe it comes down to our kicker or something that just we can't see right now. You know what I mean? That along with some injuries that have piled up. Maybe we lose Ragnow for a game because he gets hurt like at least one game every season. And there's something like that could happen.
It is mid-season, so that's where some shit does happen.
That's what I was saying. Like our bye week being so early, I think this is where we see the downside of that. And I think that we're able to we take it a little easier than we should. We catch an L, and but that kind of fuels the fire for the remaining of the season.
And I hope it does, because if we do lose that game, well, we're going to the Bills, which I think this should be a pretty. I think this should be a good game, but I think we pull this one out versus the Bills this time. They're not the same Bills.
No.
They're not. Josh Allen's gonna get his, but
who's he gonna throw it to?
Right. I
mean, he still has Keon Coleman, Chase Claypool, Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox. He's still got some guys. And I mean, I believe Sky was super high on Keon Coleman coming out.
Oh, it's good. I like that. I like him a lot.
I do too. But him not having Diggs, that was his guy.
Yeah, that was my thing about it too. Is I mean, what was weird is last year towards the end of the season, it's like he didn't get a ball at all. So I don't know if it's his guy. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's still a very good fucking weapon, regardless. Yep. So with him gone, with Gabe Davis gone, those other wide receivers, including Dawson Knox, is going to have to step up a lot because the offense already runs through Josh Allen so much with the amount he runs the ball and everything he does. How much more does it have? You know, like somebody's going to have to pick up somewhere. And I don't think it's James Cook.
No.
I watched him run the ball a little bit. I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. Everybody else is telling me they're seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I don't see it. Sorry. Love you. Don't see it.
For me, this is one of them games that I think somebody like Hutch has a giant game. I think our defense is going to come out with not a lot of weapons on the other side, and give all the praise you want to Keon Coleman. He's a rookie. You know, he's coming into this. He's got Josh Allen. Josh Allen's going to keep him in the game. It's gonna be a close game either way. But after what happened last year when we played them, I think we're going to come out for revenge in this game. I think somebody like Hutch is going to end up with like 3 sacks. Josh Allen's not coming away from this with a clean jersey by any means, and we beat the team on the other side of the area.
And let's hope it goes that way because I really don't see it's got to be a Josh Allen show. You know, we always talk about those guys when you know what I'm saying. I call it the Jared Goff show when Jared Goff it's just one of those games where Jared, you got to go out there and throw the ball 40 fucking times and get the job done because they're gonna stack the box and this team can't stack the box, so you got to sling the fucking rock.
No doubt.
And he does. Yeah. He does do that. Denver, for example.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like he does do these things. When he needs to, he does. So this is going to be a game where Josh Allen is going to have to be that for them to fucking win this game.
That's going to be one of those Kirby Joseph picks to seal the game type situation.
I agree. Because they're just not even on defense. They're just not the same Bills. No. So I think this is a dub. We beat the Bills at home. At Chicago though, that's fun. Not on Thanksgiving, so there's that. And it's gonna be in fucking December.
It's gonna be cold as shit. I could see us losing this just from that. We can play fine outside, but we've seen how they play. I mean, nonetheless, that was 2 years ago in Carolina. In the field, ended up being ruled not safe, but we saw the team just not play because it was that cold. Do we see another situation like that here?
It's going to be cold. There's no doubt about that. It's going to probably be windy. I think David Montgomery has this one circled many, many times.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we easily beat them the second time around. I think the first one would have been closer. Outside, nice and cold. Caleb comes from a lot warmer area.
Struggle. Thank you for saying it. Thank you for saying it.
He's gonna hate this. It is not going to be a good day for Caleb. I think he'll still probably do decent overall. I've already said it on record. I think he's going to have a pretty solid year overall. But I think this is going to be one of his bigger struggles. The last 3 or 4 games of his season, that at least at home, I think is going to be not that great. And this definitely I mark this as a dub for sure. David Montgomery, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, what's crazy is like typically I would say in Chicago, like if Justin Fields was playing right now in this game and it wasn't Caleb Williams, I'd say we lose. But with Caleb Williams playing and it being his rookie year, it's going to be December. I don't think the record's going to be very good. I think they're going to be maybe a 7-win team. So what's the record at this point? Fucking 6 and something. You know, who knows? I think I think it's gonna work the opposite of what I thought last year. Goff and them are gonna be prepared. We're gonna have a decent O-line. We're gonna go in there, run the ball down their fucking throats. This entire fucking game, and Caleb Williams is gonna struggle this game. A lot, in my opinion, and we're just. Yeah, see, I understand that, Jeremy, that Montez Sweat owns Decker. That's why we're just going to run the fucking ball a lot. That's why I think against Chicago, we're just going to continue to run. They're going to now. They do have some success stopping us, but that doesn't. To me, that doesn't really. I don't see teams say they stop us, but yeah, we had 2,000-yard rushers basically last year. So, what is stopping us? You know what I'm saying? What is stopping us in their eyes? Because I don't know. Not very much.
This is us getting healthy again. This is us getting ready for playoffs, showing what we can do, running it down their throat. David Montgomery revenge game. This is a dub.
Absolutely. And Jeremy, hold that question to the end. I'm going to ask if anybody has any questions in the chat. Hold that question in because I do want to talk about that because I think that's a big part of like a couple things that happened in the offseason already. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Pierce, back on the Chicago thing. So, easy dub at San Francisco. Fuck you, NFL.
Yeah.
There's potentially one seat on the line here.
Yep. So, with that being said, at San Francisco, what do you guys got?
I got a dub. I'll start this off right now. I'm gonna say it right now. We're coming out so mad for this game, so angry, ready to rip somebody's heads off. And I think we win this. I don't know how. I'm not gonna try to overanalyze this. Who knows who'll be healthy? Who knows how everybody will be playing? The team we see now is probably going to be quite a bit different at that point. That's just how it goes every single season. But I don't think I still can't even I can't watch the game from last year. I can't do it. Whenever it's on NFL Network or whatever, or I see highlights, I gotta turn. It's one of the most painful games I've ever watched in my entire life. I thought we were freaking going to the Super Bowl, and I hope to God that Dan Campbell gets them so overly hyped for this game that we absolutely rip somebody's face off and we win this game.
Dude, I literally fucking get to the field goal every single time in that game, and I turn it off. I can't watch Dan Campbell not kick field goals. I just can't fucking do it, dude. I can't fucking do it. I can't do it.
I can't even watch the game. I see the jerseys, I turn it off.
If I watch this game, I watch it till halftime, and then I change it.
Then you celebrate.
This is so fun! Yay! And then it's like, okay, we're not watching that part. That didn't happen.
Yay, right. First half.
100%.
Luckily, at the watch party, completely trashed by the time. So it was a little easier to watch, but
way easier.
Yeah. I would love to agree with everything you just said about, because I do think they're going to come out hot and they are going to want their revenge. They are going to come out pissed. I completely agree with that. But this is a 50-50 for me. It's still going to be a good team. And it's very similar to how I feel about the Texans game. It's going to be very, very close. These are the two games on our schedule that I have like circled, highlighted, all that in my notebook. And these can go either way for me. Brock Purdy, he's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not going to do anything crazy, but he has the guys around him to do these things and to keep them in that game.
He showed what he can do too. You got to give him his flowers.
Oh yeah, he's still good. But this is just very. If you told me either of them won, I would not be shocked. If I didn't watch the game. Oh, Niners won. Okay, Lions won. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So my whole thing on this fucking game is that Yeah, Pierce, I can agree with you. Yeah, we're gonna come riled up, however you want to put it, because of what happened in the NFC Championship game. I just don't. For some reason, at San Francisco, this first game, because I do think we're gonna play them again.
Yeah.
And I think in this first game in the season, we're gonna lose.
I have this as a loss.
I think I have this as a loss, and it just comes down to what team has the ball last again in this game. And I think that this, for some reason, San Francisco is going to get the ball last, and it's going to come down to that. And it sucks to think about it like that, but we're in a situation, guys, and fans that are listening and everything like that. Like, we're a good enough team that, like, it's going to come down to a lot of those games on how the game is managed by Dan. Like, that's what it's going to come down to, because it's going to come down to last drive. So clock management in these fucking games is going to be fucking huge. So do I think that we're going to lose this game on a last minute drive on bad management? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I think San Francisco is going to get the ball last, and that we're going to lose the game because of that. And with that being said, we're going to get the second seed. So that's my thoughts. I mean, I want to go into San Francisco and back to the NFC Championship game and beat them there. That's my thing. Lose this one. Lose the battle to win the war.
Yeah.
They won last year's war. We got to win this one. So now, the Vikings. First, the Vikings. That's our last game.
At home. This game is going to come down to, we know that Dan is going to play our guys no matter what. We saw it last year. Played them.
Get over it.
Yeah, I was all for it. Let them play. Get there. Because after that, you have the break. But I think this is also a win. I don't think Minnesota is going to be – they're not going to be in the run for anything, actually. But last game, they might come out in shock, but I still don't see it.
Yeah, this game to me, I think this is going to be our first Hendon Hooker sighting.
I could see that.
So all you Hendon Hooker fans out there, get your Hendon Hooker T-shirts and jerseys on and be ready, because he's going to be playing against the fucking Vikings in Week 18. All right? Get them ready. Get them fucking ready. What was that, what's that guy? I got you for 3 whole minutes in the cage or whatever with that from Spider-Man.
Macho Man.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Bonesaw.
Bonesaw. Yeah, you could. See, somebody gets it. Somebody listening got it. I'm almost late. Made Tori spit out her drink, so it was all good for that. Just that.
I actually, so I agree. I think this is something. This is I do think that again, I said I've got us at this point only 3 losses. I think we've locked up the number 1 seed. I think we play Goff, but not for the whole game. I think it's like a preseason type situation. We play him for a couple series, make sure he gets his feet wet, so he doesn't have get totally cold. Since we're gonna have a bye week, I think this is Hendon Hooker's show. He's going to come out. He's going to sling it around. He's probably going to throw 4 picks, and we're probably going to lose this game. I think we lose this game because I don't like J-Mo's going to be out. We're not going to risk J-Mo. I think he's going to have a phenomenal year, so I don't think he's going to play hardly anything at all. Amon-Ra probably not playing. Some of the other guys like Sewell, we're a lot of our bigger guys. I don't think are going to play, and if they play a little bit, I don't think they'll play the entire game. We're gonna be playing a bunch of backups against. I think at this point, JJ McCarthy will be starting for sure, and he's gonna be trying. They're gonna be trying to throw everything and the book at us, and we're gonna lose this game.
Yeah. Oh, to that comment. Yeah. No, I agree with you. And to that comment, Jeremy. Yeah. Okay. I would love to see that too. That means we're fighting for the number 1 seed going into the last game. I'm cool with that. But with the loss to San Francisco, what I'm saying is that locked up the number 1 seed for them. We locked up the number 2 seed with that, and we no longer have any fucking reason to play this game. That's my thoughts. Yeah, I agree with that, but we also we're wanting to keep things going because that was our first playoff appearance in fucking 77 years. Do you think Dan wanted to fuck that up? So if we do it back-to-back years and we're again 13 and something or 13 and 4, what do you think he's going to do that again? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe he probably will. He could. I mean, if we see it again, that's just his thing then. You know what I'm saying? If he does it again and we go into the playoffs and Jared's still playing in week 18 and we're just rolling it like another game, then that's his thing. He wants to continue to do that. We're not going to see anything different then. Then I'll go next year after this podcast and you can, Jeremy, go, hey, he's going to play. Yep, I agree. Everybody's going to play in week 18. Every single person. Every starter.
I agree.
So with that being said, I mean, hey, what's our records, Tori?
Okay. As long as I got these all right. Which I might have messed them up, but
15 and 2.
I told you, might have messed them up.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what you guys said.
I mean,
I know mine's right.
I have us losing against Seattle. I have us losing against Green Bay, the first game. I have us losing against
San Fran.
Yeah. And then San Francisco. And then possibly the last game. Yeah, so that looks better.
I like more of 14-3, 13-14, because one of the games that I have as toss-up is the Texans. But this is just very optimistic.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
super. I told everybody at the beginning of the damn stream, at the beginning of Lions Fan Report, did I not say we were drinking the Kool-Aid when we started talking about this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So don't burst my bubble when you come knocking at my door going, hey, motherfucker, you're unrealistic. I said I was drinking the fucking Kool-Aid, dude. I don't want to hear it tonight. We're drinking Kool-Aid. We cannot drink Kool-Aid other nights. Closer to the season when these predictions are actually realistic. Because we know what's going on with these teams. But Kool-Aid tonight. Kool-Aid tonight. Pepsi, whatever your flavor is. Thanks for taking it literal, you fuck.
Getting chocolate wasted on some limes.
Yeah, there you go. Pepsi wasted. So there you go. Fuck. All right. So with that being said, do we have any other questions? Jeremy had one. What was that question again, Jeremy? I know it was something about kickoff rule or something. I don't know what you said. If you have any questions in the chat or anything like that, pop them in the chat. We'll hop in now about the season, the teams we're listening to. The teams that we're playing, Goff's contract. Any question about what we talked about? You can jump in now. Let us know.
Here we go.
Oh, you found it?
Yes.
So yes, I love this question because I think that the draft of Vaki was completely intentional to what the new rule is in the signing of Maurice Alexander to the team, and then him getting jersey number 1. Like, there's a reason for all these things. Like, why would they give a guy that's a special teams guy jersey number 1? Well, because he's gonna make the fucking team. He's gonna be a part of the special teams kind of situation. Because you got to think about it like this: new kickoff rule. You absolutely need 2 fucking guys that can return now. Like, it's an absolute need because they can kick it to either motherfucker, and you just have to have it because the way it's set up. It's you break 1 tackle and it's a touchdown. It's literally you cut the right hole, you break 1 fucking tackle, it's yard. So We just drafted a fucking guy that plays running back, safety, and plays special teams. We signed Maurice Alexander. Give him jersey number 1. Here we go. It literally changes everything. This new rule is exactly, and yeah, exactly. I don't think DPJ is in it too much, but I think you're right about Isaiah Williams and Raymond. It's just that I don't know, man. I think the special teams this year is going to be crazy, and like even if you haven't looked at it, right? If you haven't gone and looked at the actual rule, I know people understand like the concept, the 2 lines, basically blah, and then the 2 running backs or 2 running around like that. I know you understand the concept, but go look at all the weird rules and positionings of where you actually got to kick the fucking ball for certain things to happen. Like there are certain areas of the kickoff or where certain positions of it hit certain different places, and it means certain different things now. It's not just kick ball, get ball, run ball. It's not that anymore. It's a whole new situation. So who knows what the fuck's gonna happen? We could go out there week 1 and you could see the motherfucking kickers kicking curveballs at these motherfuckers to keep it in the little zone. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to keep it within that little square area that they got to keep it in. Go look at the rules. You'll be fucking amazed on what the fuck this is. Because you'll be like, there's gonna be a lot more shit you're gonna see. A lot more trick plays than you think. Because it allows you to do a lot of fucking trick plays the way it works. So go check it out for real. Right, I understand that, bro. But what I'm saying is, right, you can kick the fucking ball on the ground, Jeremy, and then the area in which you kick it in means what happens. Right? It's weird. Go look. Go look. So you can knuckle a fucking ball, essentially, and get that bitch to never get returned if you wanted to. Or just leave it at like the fucking 5. He picks up, he starts running. He's not getting momentum. He's standing at the 5 and then running forward. Or he picks it up and kneels it in a certain area within like 10. It's fucking weird. Go look at it, dude. It's fucking goofy. Yeah, there's so many things, bro. There's so many things. There's so many weird things that can happen with that. You can hook and ladder off of a guy off the line.
Yep.
Like he could literally hook and he could literally reverse, and then late reverse. And it's because there's not a spread of people anymore on the field. It's just 2 lines of people to slay me. So you have all this open fucking space. It's fucking weird, man. It's weird. Go look it up. Go look, check out the rules. There's a lot of weird shit. But that looks like the only question I'm seeing here. So
yeah, I'm not seeing anymore.
Awesome.
I think you hit the nail on the head. I think we're going to see a lot of creativity with the new kickoff. I think throughout the season, people are going to try some weird things. I do think the 2 people you mentioned are big. Vaki for sure, but I did see a comment that popped up. Do not forget about JMO. I think it would not surprise me in the slightest with the way that the new rules are that they think it's a little safer, and we see somebody like JMO go back there and the speed that he can get where everybody else is standing still, that he gets a little head start essentially. If he picks the right hole, like you said, he's gone. You're not catching him.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's a one cut shit. Exactly, bro. So who knows 100%. What's going to happen on this? And he does play special teams too because he blocks well. He's aggressive as fuck. So
yeah.
I mean,
he returned kicks back in college. You know.
Yep.
So.
Yep. So it's ideal as fuck. Is the point 100%. Of that? There's this.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna change games. It's gonna change games 100%. Yep.
I agree, dude. I completely agree. This new rule is crazy. So we'll figure out what happens when we see it, though. In the preseason, it'll be fun to see it because they'll be testing a lot of shit out. A lot of shit out in preseason. Preseason is gonna be actually funny as fuck to watch this year. Just because of that. Just because.
100%. 100%.
So, with that being said, we went through a lot tonight with the games. We did the GOP contract. I appreciate y'all sitting through it a little bit longer than we expected, but 455 people in here watching. We really appreciate everybody supporting out like you all usually do, showing out on Twitter and shit like that. Appreciate y'all for real. since y'all on Twitter and shit like that, make sure you go on and hit that follow button too on Detroit Fan Report so we can get get the follows on there as well. You guys are already watching. If you guys want to be able to tune in without having to get a retweet by somebody else, then well, here's your go. Hit that like button or hit that follow button. Also, if you guys can, always go hit that fucking like and subscribe button on YouTube, please. We really appreciate you. We're trying to build up a little something here for all Detroit sports with our multi shows every week and all that kind of stuff, or our multi shows every day and and all these things we got coming out. You guys are seeing, so we appreciate the support. Pierce, appreciate you coming on tonight. Make sure you give him a follow. What is it? Under par is your Twitter name, and then P Clark 517 or something like that.
P Clark 14.
There you go.
Under par 517 is what it'll show as my username.
Hell yeah! Make sure you give him a follow too, man. Tori, we appreciate you as always. Tori's running the show. Tori runs the show, guys. Just letting you guys know. Don't think Tori's just not just because she's quiet sometimes and has little opinions and then gives big explosions sometimes. Listen, she's running half the fucking most 75% of the show here. So shout out to fucking Tori. She's a fucking member. She's the fucking first lady of fucking Detroit Fan Report. She's the fucking queen around here. So we appreciate her. Show her the love on Twitter and all that shit. So, and again, we appreciate everybody stopping in and listening and stuff. So on to the next show. See you guys next Wednesday. And Wednesday's a new show. First time I didn't even talk about it. I mean, we're starting to do this on this now. We're going to do this on YouTube now instead of just Spotify. It will still be on Spotify and all of our other things. It'll still be there. So no worries whatsoever. But yeah, make sure you go ahead and just give us a follow. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Peace.